Whew, it has been pouring outside. I mean, literally pouring outside. There's like rivers in the street. People are going crazy. But anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here in my office for a different reason today. And that's because I want to do something a little bit different. I had this thought and I want to share it with you, but it's not all going to happen today. We're going to break this over the next kind of several videos. We're going to go into a little series of what I want to call running your life like a boss. Now, I'm not talking about like a bossing people around, but more of that, I'm a boss, you know, like I own this. And that's what I want to share with you of how you can run your life like a boss. And we're going to break it down. I think it's called an acronym. I'm not an English major, so if I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments below, that's fine. And we're going to break down the word boss into 4 parts: balance, opposition, strategy, and success. Because I want us to own our life like a boss and run it like a boss, having balance, knowing what to do when we face opposition, putting a strategy in place, and finding the balance in strategy, and also celebrating our successes in life, which are gonna look totally different than your typical, what is it like to be successful in life? But it all came from this idea. Now hang on one second. Now my office is full of stuff like this. Tokens, maybe one day I'll tour you around of different things either I've made for people or people have given me over the years. But this right here is just like a gift I made for some people for an internship, and long story short, I got it back. It's just a simple gift to encourage people to what we wanted to call pace setters, people that set a pace for other people in their life. Now, these are just simple track shoes. I think they were like blue and maybe orange, some weird colors. And I just simply spray painted them gold, stained this piece of wood, screwed them on there, and then just put like what I call a token tag, just a piece of parchment paper printed with a quote or a phrase or saying whatever you want on there, and burnt the edges. And that's what I call like a token. But we gave them these because, you know, as track shoes, you're running at a certain pace, you're running fast. But these track shoes, you know, with the cleats and everything, they help you get that traction and you kind of run on your toes. But that's not really the life that, you know, we live. Life is more like a marathon. So these shoes aren't gonna do you any good when it comes to distance, but they are gonna help you when it comes to sprinting. And in life, there's gonna be seasons that we go into where it feels like a sprint, and you gotta be prepared. You gotta have the right equipment to accomplish that sprint. And then you might have to stop and change your shoes and put on ones that are gonna be better for distance. And that's really life. That concept, that's kind of what this whole little series is about, is having the right tools, the right strategies, the right thoughts when it comes to running your life like a boss, so that you're prepared no matter what season you're in. You got the right tools to accomplish what it is that you are setting out to achieve. And so there's a verse in Hebrews that says to run the race with endurance for the prize that's set before you. And that is not just a spiritual concept, but it's really a life concept, that we are to run our race, our life with endurance. And one of the things about endurance is you gotta be prepared for that mental block that hits every single runner, no matter if you're a sprinter or a marathon runner. We all hit this mental block. Quite a few years ago, I started running. And I was out of shape, and when I first started, man, I couldn't even run a mile. I was beat, I started cramping, I was hurting. But eventually, over time, I was able to push past the physical part and was able to go a mile, 2 miles, 2.5. But at 3 miles, I started hitting this mental block that I knew my body could keep going, but it was like something inside me just shut down and I wasn't able to keep going. It's that mental block that we all hit. And we can overcome that mental block with the right thought process to go, no, I got this. I'm gonna live my best life. I'm gonna move forward because I can do it. Physically, I could keep running. Mentally, I was like exhausted or hitting that wall. But when I remember the day I made the decision, just go. It was around a lake and there was like that 3 mile mark. It was coming. It was like just the devil staring me in the face being like, you can't make it. And it was tough. For about 1/4 mile after I decided I'm going to push past this mental block that I have at 3 miles. But something happened after that 1/4 mile. I went up running another 1.5 miles, and I just kept going. And the endurance I had was there because I had been preparing and running that 3 miles consistently for like a week and a half, that once I made the decision to get over that mental block, that mental hurdle, that mental obstacle, I was able to keep going way longer than I thought I could. And that's what I want to help us discover in this series, is to run our life like a boss, to have balance, to know what to do when we face opposition, to put a strategy in place, and to be able to celebrate our successes and what we define as success for our life. And it all kind of starts with getting over that mental block. So I hope that you will stay tuned in as we dig into this series. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you as we discuss this. And I hope you have a great day. And well, you know, it's raining outside, got some more work to do, but I'll see you all in the next video.